All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to talk about Ryan Garcia putting out more information about his contract with Gervonta Tank Davis. And before I comment on this rare occasion, I am going to actually play you the audio where Ryan Garcia makes one of the most outlandish claims in the history in my entire time of watching boxing. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we are going to talk about something that Ryan Garcia said. But before I get into it, let me play the tape for you. Listen to what Ryan Garcia had to say about a clause that is in his contract with Gervonta Tank Davis.
Face.
Yeah.
You've been taking it serious.
Yeah. I'm not
like your lips a little even bloody.
I'm not playing around. I'm giving everything in this fight. I'm sacrificing everything.
And you said you can't drink any water, you can't eat any food.
Yeah, I mean, it's in my contract that they don't let me drink water for 3 days or eat for 3 days out of the week, just so I could be on schedule to make weight.
To make weight.
Yeah,
for Gervonta's.
For his comfortability and if taking the match. If I didn't agree to these conditions, it obviously would have happened.
Yeah, so I'm curious about that. How does that kind of stuff go? Like when you guys are deciding, obviously, how it's going to be. Obviously, it's a fight. Right. Who gets to decide who gets what sort of, I don't want to say handicaps, but like niceties. Like
right. I mean, in this situation, I could have fought for obviously more things going towards my way. Regarding the weight and other things. Or I could have been a little bit more, pushbacky. But I knew that their positioning was, if this is not what you're going to agree to, the fight's not going to happen.
All right. Well, you heard it. Before we talk about it, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, if you are a longtime subscriber, supporter of the channel, thank you so much for coming back to the channel. Look, man, Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia are going to have this fight on April 22nd. And for a non-title fight at 136 pounds for a catchweight. I did a video earlier today about what Shakur Stevenson had to say about the fight and how Ryan Garcia letting people know about the rehydration clause and the catch weight and all the talking that he's doing about that in the lead up into this fight is really making it sound like, he's not very confident in him being able to win the fight. But at this point in time, I have to say this sounds like absolute baloney. And Gervonta Davis, for his part, reacted to Ryan Garcia and put up a tweet and said, look, man, basically saying, hey, look, man, you say that you're a religious person. Lying is a sin. I have never heard of anybody saying that someone put in their contract that you cannot eat or drink water 3 days a week up until the time that they fight to ensure that you are going to make weight. If Ryan Garcia meant that because of the weigh-in and the weight that he feels like he can't drink water 3 days a week or eat 3 days a week, and that's what is necessary for him to do in order to make the weight. That's one thing, but that is not what Ryan Garcia said. Ryan Garcia said that it's in my contract that I cannot eat or drink for 3 days every week. Now, he did not specify whether that meant that he was not going to be able to eat or drink on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Did not specify whether or not that meant that Gervonta Davis was going to be sitting there and have somebody in his camp on tape, making sure that he doesn't eat any water, that he doesn't eat any food or drink any water on these days. How exactly are you going to be able to administer that particular request or demand in the fight? Look, man, Ryan Garcia is just, in my opinion, he's laying it on a little bit thick. And at this point in time, man, it's not doing him any good. It really is making it look like, yeah, man, I'm going to go in here and lose this fight. I'm more than likely going to get knocked out. But, hey, man, I'm going to have every excuse in the book ready for me, ready when it's time for when I have to deal with the ramifications of me taking that fight. Right. Or, saying, that, hey, man, once I lose, don't worry about it. That was just because he starved me. You can watch me at 140 pounds when I fight somebody at 140 pounds where I don't have to go through all of this stuff. Man, Ryan Garcia is jumping all over the place on this stuff, and it really does not make doesn't do anything but make Ryan Garcia look bad. No joke about it. All it's doing is making Ryan Garcia look bad, because this is just not believable. Okay. For a multitude of reasons, this is not believable. This is just sounding like a guy that is, I don't know, man. And the whole idea that he says, well, maybe I could have asked for more things. Maybe I could have, had more, I forget what he said, but more stick-to-itiveness as far as, the demands and everything that I'm asking for. Man, that is just, yeah, maybe you should have. And I really wish you would have, so I wouldn't have to hear all of this type of stuff. Now, the funny thing is, though, if you want to look at it from just the standpoint of, somebody negotiating a fight, it really may be a situation where, Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia and Bernard Hopkins and these guys are looking at this like, look, man, you shouldn't do this. And you shouldn't do it. Probably, I still maintain Oscar De La Hoya and those guys didn't want this fight, because it didn't. And because I think Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins have sense about themselves and realize that, look, man, this kid has not fought. He's not taking a fight to make sure he's still sharp. He will have been out of the ring for almost a year at a very young age. It's not as if he's somebody that has 30 fights and 34 fights, something like that. And now he's doing this every year. Or he's somebody even like Errol Spence Jr., who has fewer fights, but yet is used to fighting, not fighting very often. It just absolutely, it looks like, Ryan Garcia tried to push this thing through. And no joke about it, man. You can't blame Gervonta Davis and their team and the PBC for offering things to Ryan Garcia if Ryan Garcia is just going to say he's willing to accept anything to get the fight. That's not on them. That's on Ryan Garcia. But this particular issue, come on, man. We're honestly supposed to believe that in the contract it says that you can't eat or drink for 3 days. To steal a joke from Twitter, man, that's like a Ramadan clause, man. Like, man, come on, man. Let's just be real with it, dude. Be quiet. Get in the ring. Have the fight. Do your best. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. But hey, man, everybody's going to appreciate that you took the chance to get in there and try to do your thing. Nobody's going to really hold it against you if you don't win the fight, because people are going to be fans of Ryan any way it goes. People that are going to be have an inkling to really be a fan of his now. Now, he may be able to get more fans if he wins, but if he loses, it's not going to be in the end of the world. Resorting to this type of comic conversation, man, makes me doubt everything else that you're going to say. Man, don't tell bad lies, okay? If you got a lie, tell a good one. Don't tell bad ones that people are just going to dismiss right off the cuff. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.